Hands on me when I don't do nothing but come in here to try to have a good fuck time.
The fuck?
And then we also do the fantastic intro.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It is Get It Off Your Chest. We got
Fantastic.
Too Cold, we got Show Enough, and we got some videos for you. Let's do it.
What you got for a show now?
Well. One thing that I can't stand is an entitled.
To have a good fuck time.
Individual, male, female. I can't stand an entitled individual because, as far as I'm concerned, we are all on a level playing field. So, one thing that irks me the most is somebody that looks down on you because you don't have what they have. Which is the case here. You have an Uber driver, Lyft driver, whatever he does, and this entitled individual gets in his car and proceeds to really show her behind. And at the end of it, I think he did the right thing. And overall, I think how he handled it, he did the right thing. So let's take a look, see what this is going to do, and definitely chime in, to let us know how you feel, whatever, and we're going to get into it. What do you say?
Woo, here we go.
Stinks in here.
Excuse me?
We're like a cologne?
Yeah, I wear cologne.
From Walmart.
I don't think so.
I
know.
That's what it smells like. So, Uber, huh?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's fun.
That's really interesting.
Well, I socialize with people and I get out of the house. And...
You look like you like that. Yeah, for sure.
What's that supposed to mean?
This can't make a lot of money for you, can it?
Well, it could be lucrative as time I put into it.
This is why people like you will never rise up. You know what I mean? It's why you will always stay in poverty.
Where are you from? Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I'm from Beverly Hills originally.
Oh, Cali. You from Cali?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've been there many times. Spent a lot of time with you.
So, I really want to know more. Like, how long have you been doing this? Like, this seems gross. Like, other people have sat in this seat other than me.
Yeah, and you chose to pick up a Lyft, and this is a Lyft, and this is a Tesla.
Well,
it's a nice car.
I see you got a cracked windshield there and some alerts going on up there. So clearly you don't even take care of it. You probably can't afford to, actually, with working Uber.
So
that's probably how you got the car in the first place, is because you could tell the government this is your job, and so it helps you pay.
Can I ask you a question? You're judging me and you don't know me, and I'm trying to be polite with you, but I can't get a word in edgewise. So you're saying that I'm doing a meaningless job, basically, you're saying?
Not meaningless. Like, I need a ride right now, and I suppose other people need rides too, but that can't make you good money. That can't make you good money at all.
Are you married?
No,
yeah,
not
yet. I can see why you're not married, to be honest with you. I mean, you have to put yourself in other people's positions, and,
unfortunately, today I had to put myself in someone's used seat, and you know what? It is entirely uncomfortable.
Is there a reason why you don't have a vehicle?
Because I refuse. I have my own driver, and he's just been sick today.
You sure he's sick? You sure he's not, needed a break from you? Maybe, you just, I don't know.
I usually ride in my dad's limo, but he was using it today.
So, let me ask you something. Have you ever had a job?
Have I ever had a job?
Yeah, do you work?
I don't need a job because my father owns a whole company. His own business.
Okay. Do you know what it's like not to have a gallon of milk? And you have to have powdered milk because you can't afford it?
I don't drink milk. I'm vegan.
Okay. All right.
And the only reason I couldn't take my car, my limo driver was sick today, but I do have a car. It's a Rolls Royce, but, it's...
Do you pay for that
in the shop.
car?
No, my dad pays for that, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Can I ask you another question?
Okay, go ahead.
How do you make an income? How do you pay for your cars and your lifestyle?
Like I said, I know that I'm enough, that my dad can provide for me, and he cares about me. And I'm sorry no one cares about you enough to provide for you. You know, like, that's honestly pretty crazy.
You don't think anyone cares for me. You know what? Let me explain something to you as a young lady. I just want to explain something to you about life, okay?
Yeah.
We have
Well, I'm actually living life right now, so I've gotten this far, and I don't think I really need advice from an Uber driver to, like...
So you're going to define me because I'm driving this car? Do you know what I've done in my life?
I don't care.
You know.
Because I know what you're doing right now, and that's
Oh my
driving
gosh.
little old me.
Yeah.
Which is so unfortunate because, man, my limo driver knows to just, shut up.
Can I ask you something? Are you a happy person?
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yeah?
I'm so loved. I have so many friends, so many nice things. I have the best car in the world, the best dad in the world, the best boyfriend in the world.
Wow.
My mom loves me, clearly.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's like.
Yeah, everybody loves you, but you know what? You can't buy happiness. And what it sounds
I
like
don't have
is...
to buy happiness.
Oh, yeah.
I'm already happy.
Ah, you're happy. You think you really are truly happy? Because I could tell you you're not. It's a lie.
It's a lie.
Yeah, it's a lie. It's a lie because you're not happy because you don't appreciate life.
Honey,
You don't
I feel like
appreciate
you're
people.
projecting onto me right now.
Now I'm projecting on you.
You are, and you know what? It just feels horror. It feels it's just like sticky, which is why I never take Ubers. And now I just
why did you take an Uber today then if you don't take an
I
Uber?
had to.
And this is a Lyft, by the way. It's not Uber. Okay? This is a
What's
Lyft.
the difference? I don't care. But here's the thing. I think...
Do you have siblings? Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I think I could teach you something today, actually.
You're going to teach me something, huh?
Despite how I think and view you, I'm going to leave you a really good tip. I am choosing the kindness out of my heart to tip you $50 on this ride today, and I just feel like that's going to change your life, and you'll have some perspective now.
And can I give you a little tip on life?
You know what? I think we're almost at my destination, but if it's quick, I guess.
Yeah, so listen, I'm going to just give you a little tip on life, okay? You have one shot at this thing called life. You do, okay?
Yeah.
So you make the best of it.
Buddy.
You know what it's like doing for others and being kind?
Yeah,
you don't know what it's like. No, you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like because listen to the way you're talking.
I'm right.
Listen, you're going to get so much more out of life if you're kind and appreciative.
No.
Yes, you will.
No.
And you know what?
Move up in the world.
By what? By screwing people? By screwing people?
If
not being appreciative?
Where you want to be.
No, I don't think so.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
How would you like it?
It doesn't
Would
matter.
you like somebody screwing you over?
Gotcha, bitch.
If I let
and not being kind to you?
Over, that's my fault. I wasn't prepared enough. And I haven't let that happen to me.
Really, really?
Really.
You haven't let it happen to you?
I haven't.
Well, maybe it should happen to you.
I always set myself up for success.
Yeah, you say. Who set you up for success? You or your daddy?
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Both. Your daddy.
He taught me how to set myself up for success. The fuck? And now I am sufficient in setting myself up for success. The fuck?
Listen, I think what you should do, okay? What I think you should do, hold on. What I think you should do is get out of the car.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh.
Get out.
Okay.
And think about what I said to you. Try to be kind. It takes all freaking kinds. I cannot believe I went through that just now. I'm baffled. I love this job and I'm very thankful. But some of the stuff I hear, man, I don't know. I don't know what to do sometimes. I feel sorry for that kid. She's not going to have an easy life if she thinks it's going to be. What happens if daddy's not around?
Listen. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm gonna warn you now that I'm gonna hit start on this timer because there's a couple of things.
Hold on, I hear an applause.
There you go.
Hold on, I can't hear you. I hear an applause.
I do too. What
There you go.
applause? Where's that applause coming from? He told her.
I thought you was taking it to another level, brother.
Somebody
I said, this guy's doing in video sound effects. I mean, that might work if we could,
if I could turn it off.
like at some point during that, like, all right.
Hey, do either one of y'all got $50 that I can borrow? Because that $50 is going to change my life. This is all I know. It's going to change my life. She was lying about her whole fucking lifestyle, bro.
That's what I was gonna say. It's she's either drunk or a psycho. Like she's on medication.
She was lying about her whole lifestyle, bro, because she was real quick to insult him. But when he asked her questions about her shit and she was talking about this, that, and the third or whatever about her life or whatever, she was like, man, she was like real slow to come up with a fucking response or to even know what to say. It was like she was trying to make up shit as she was going along. And she didn't even. All she did was say that her father owned a company. Because if I was that asshole that she was, and it was for real, then I would have been like, listen, my father, he owns a fucking oil company. He supplies it to Texaco and so forth. But I would have started name dropping on some real shit. But she did none of that. She did none of that. She was fucking phony from the fucking time she sat in the car and said that it stunk. And she talked about how it smelled like a cologne from Walmart. And he said, absolutely not. And she said, yeah, it smells like something from Walmart. Apparently you recognize it because this is where you shop. You ain't from the fucking Beverly Hills. You live next to Beverly on the hill. That's where you fuck. That's where the Beverly Hill you from. It was a chick named Beverly lived next door to you on the fucking hill where you was at in the goddamn trailer park. You goofy ass bitch.
Yo, that was crazy. The way she was talking was ridiculous. Everything was my daddy. Even if she was lying about her daddy.
He don't even like her.
Was she to be talking about her daddy like that?
He don't even like her.
This. My daddy did that. I got a Rolls Royce, but my driver's sick or some shit like that. Like,
I usually take my daddy's limo, but the driver was sick. I own a Rolls Royce. Yeah, that's how you know, because she was just throwing shit out there and you're not even realizing that you gotta match your conversation, bro. Because if you sit here and you have a Rolls Royce, but you usually take your daddy's limo, like, oh, what's the concept? I don't understand it.
And you have a driver, so
she's crazy. She's crazy. She's a crazy person. She's a crazy person with an app, and she needed a ride. And I'm surprised that this gentleman even entertained it. I mean,
for a minute,
there was no like. Listen, I understand. Like, you think you're getting through to somebody, but it's a waste of time, bro. And he got stressed about it. That's the messed up part. She's in there just messing with him. You don't really. She got none of this. None of this stuff sounded true. She's just like, oh, I'm bored. I took my. I didn't take my.
It seemed
nothing better to do.
She hopped in there just to belittle him, like the whole time.
He picked her up at a trailer park just to drop her off at another trailer park. Yeah. Like, that's crazy.
I pretty much thought so. I pretty much thought she had to. I don't know. And the thing is people that have that much money, when they hop in the back seat, do they talk that much about what they have?
Hell no. Hell no. That's how you know it was all fucking a lie, because you don't talk about nothing that you got or whatever. You let your personality is gonna shine through. You understand what I'm saying? And she wasn't even dressed like she even had.
I'm telling you, she was dressed like she belonged in a Barbie movie.
No, she was dressed like she was going through Walmart, spraying the fucking colognes and smelling them in the air. That's how she recognized what the fuck he was wearing.
So, a question: Have you gentlemen ever met anyone that is remotely? Because I know these people exist. These type of people. Have you met anyone like this before?
I would
I
say.
usually have stories, but I don't have a story for this one.
Oh
I
man, I
really
was
don't
hoping
have
to
one.
hear something. I was
I
hoping
would
to.
say that I've met people that were, excuse me, that were pre
Wake your
this,
ass up.
that were pre this, right? I know, I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm not even tired. That were pre this. Like when I used to do some of the bar and bat mitzvahs, the little kids, like there, some of them were real cool. You could have a ball with them. Some of them were a bit entitled. So, and you kind of, with their parents, you kind of became less of a dancer and more of a babysitter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, you
Yeah.
know, that, but never to this extent. Like, I
Well,
don't
it's funny
know
Yeah,
you
if I
said the
could, I
kid.
could handle this extent. I mean, this extent,
no,
literally, this extent is
I
stuff like
wouldn't.
that my daughter would show me, like a movie, like, what is it, Mean Girls or something like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
my daughter would show me a movie like that, and I get that impression, like, a girl like that would be in that movie. But then I'm also looking at it from the point of it's a movie. But I guess they had to get the attitude from somewhere, right? I
From
guess.
somewhere, you're right.
Because that right
Personally,
there, oh my goodness, I feel bad. That guy handled it better than.
he handled it very well. And I know one thing: if she would have gotten my car, I would have drove me and her off a fucking cliff somewhere.
No,
Because
because I'm
you got to
telling
take
you,
me out of my fucking misery, bro. No, we both
I do
got it.
not
Because
think
first of
that
all, I
I
want to hear
could
your
handle
fucking
that
mouth,
like
and
this.
I can't hear anything. I can't stand your voice. You like I don't even want to see your face anymore. So we the upper room. We both going. Fuck out of here. I'm driving us both off the cliff. Fuck it. The hell.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
you
because you
mentioned
ain't gonna,
kids. You mentioned
that ain't, no, can't even.
yeah, you mentioned kids at those parties. That's exactly what she sounded like. And that's the only experience I've had is like young kids saying stuff. Like, I've been around some young kids that have money and they've been over to visit and, oh, that your TV is small. And I'm like,
Mm,
I'm working on it, buddy. I'm gonna get a bigger
You know what I'm
TV, but
saying?
it's very childlike. Those people and I really hope there's not a whole. I mean, I know these people out there, but it's like it makes me worried that anybody like thinks like this. Like they're not. So if this is a real situation, this person is not living like he said life. There's not. They're not on this planet. They can't. They can't be.
No,
They
no.
can't be
listen,
on this planet.
and the thing about that is, once again, regardless if you're rich, poor, whatever, green, yellow, black, or whatever, this girl right here is an example of having. Ooh, what is going on here? Having crappy parents. I don't care. You can have crappy parents when you have no money. You can have crappy parents when you have a lot of money. This girl right here shows that her daddy is not really a daddy. She probably don't even really know her dad. She probably just knows what
Yeah,
her dad can
because
do for her.
it ain't his fault. It can't. It is not his fault. I don't believe it's his fault at all. Whoever he is, wherever he is, and whatever he does, it's
I'm
not his fault.
I'm thinking, but in this, okay, well, let me throw it at you like this. In the sense of the way she is, it seems like he has too much money to be there. Do you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like he's running his company, he's daddy from afar. He has the money to take care of her, give her everything he wants, everything she wants, but not
He don't even
actually
like her
physically be there to guide her through the mess.
because he don't like her.
So I think, well, he probably don't like her, but
Her
that
He don't
daddy
like
is
her.
not as good.
but
She probably gave her father that same speech
you
Her
know
dad
what?
is not
She
as
may
without
have.
this.
realizing
She
I'm
may
talking to
have.
my daddy. Oh yeah, my daddy has this, and my daddy runs his own company. He's like, no, I don't.
He is crazy. She is a psycho. She's probably homeless. She just has Verizon, and she has an app, and she's getting around through an Uber.
You
Well,
know
she
None of
what?
is
these.
not
Yo,
even
I heard about a
dressed
girl who did
for
that.
success.
I heard about a girl who did that where she was like, just all she was doing is just acting like she was rich or whatever. Like she would go into things, take a picture with the nice cheesecake or something. I don't know. But But she lived like that for a couple of
Cheesecake.
years. She got into the big like circles where people thought she was big, everything like that.
Hey,
You're
fake
like,
it till you make it.
there you
Cheesecake
go.
Princess.
She got away with it. But this girl here, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could deal with
Come
that.
on, Cheesecake
That's
Princess.
too much. That's too much. She is overboard. Overboard. I mean, and her daddy that's not around probably don't like her because he made her like he helped grow her like this. She ain't do this on her own.
Yeah, and it's
But
almost
then
like, what have I done?
it's one of them Frankenstein things. Like I made it, but now
Can't
all you
control the
can do is
monster.
feed that. And think about that. Then he's got to offload that to some dude. She better be gay. Like I don't think no dude wants that.
Nah,
Nah.
it's
But
a
then
turn
again,
off. Her whole approach is a turn off. It's like, come on, man.
I don't even think a
I'm
woman wants
sorry,
that.
but
I really don't think a woman
no,
wants that either.
no. And
That's a
she's,
crazy.
at the end of the day, you know how horrible of a person do you have to be to fucking, just it's almost like she had her whole skit ready before she even got in the fucking car.
I agree.
You
Yeah.
know, and it was all, and her whole skit was based off of belittling him,
Mm,
and she forgot that she had to put some work into the dialogue of her life and where her money comes from, how it is, because you're not just going to say, oh, I got money. If you're going to brag about it, you're going to sit there and you're going to spit it all out about what you do and how you make your money and how, oh, my dad owns this and all that or whatever. Oh, you drive a Tesla. Well, my dad, he's the CEO of, the Tesla, and you're gonna throw all of that out there. But apparently, her father isn't anything. Or I'm not saying that he might not. Her father might be very successful, but he
he
just doesn't
might
like
be.
her. He don't like her.
Guys, there's no daddy. There is no daddy.
He is. You know what?
He does not exist. And if there is, he probably he probably disowned her.
The
There's
way
no
you,
daddy.
It's
It's what you said before. She got in the car with the intent to mess with this dude. Period. And it's messed up that you even waste brain power
she
thought to
said.
do this to be funny. Just like, oh, I'm just gonna take Uber and just kind of mess with this guy.
She
It's
said
screwed up.
one thing out loud that most people will say the same thing, but through their actions, you can tell they don't mean it. Now, check this out. He said, I think she said, I'll give you $50, it'll change your life. And he said, money can't buy happiness. He is absolutely right. She turned around and said, yes, it can. Or, blah, 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 blah. Believe it or not, through what people say through their mouth, everybody says money can't buy happiness. But through the actions of the everyday person,
you're sleepy. Don't
you
worry
can
about
tell
it.
they absolutely believe that money buys happiness. It doesn't matter what they say. If you watch how they behave, if you watch how they bend for money, if you watch how they do everything in their life, it's about getting their paper, getting their bag, get to the bag. You tell me that money doesn't? It's like there was this one song, he says, people say money isn't everything, but I'd like to see you live without it.
Yeah, that's a
You know
fact.
what I mean? Is so but if you pay, but if you listen to people talk, have you ever heard anybody say money is everything? No. Everybody repeats that same mantra. Money's not the key to happiness. Money's not everything. There's more to money.
It's the
There's more
root
to
of
life
all
than money and
evil.
all that stuff. But the
Yeah.
way you behave is exactly that. The world revolves around money. Doesn't matter. And and that lady to me is exactly the embodiment of most people on the low. when it comes to certain things. They may not be that entitled. It may not be that overt. But if you think about it, she's in that mentality of today, which is it's all about me. It's all about what I do. I have to be better than someone else. You know what I mean? Is so everybody can look at her because she's so cartoonish about it and say, ooh, ooh, oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. But if you just reel her back about 1,000% and leave that 2 or 3%, that is literally almost everybody else because of their behavior and their actions. Nobody cares about the other person. Nobody cares that people are on the streets and dying. Nobody cares about that. People look at those people the same way she looks at the guy that's driving the car on a regular basis. And that's the thing that's kind of scary because everybody can look at her and say, wow, she is over the top. She is saying it out loud. She is letting people know. She is whatever. All it is I'm going to say it just like this. Okay, here, easiest way to pick this out. And that's going to have to be continued because the alarm just hit. Because I forgot that we had it on. Because I was ready.
It's all good. Hey,
it's finished. Your bacon's done.
Well, let's do our rapid fire.
Got that out. It's just I forgot that I was getting ready to add an example. I said
good.
Exactly
we'll rapid fire and close it out.
Who wants to close it out?
Well, I could give you a real quick rapid fire because I just had a quick comment that I was going to say, and then I'll be done. But at the end of the day, I was looking at it on like two sides of the spectrum. It was almost like a seesaw. You have somebody that was spending the money, so-called, but you had the man, that was actually trying to make the money. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, money makes the world go round, bro. It makes the world go round because if you don't have it, then there is nothing that you can get or receive without it. You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line. If you don't have money, what are you? No roof, no food, no car, no nothing, no clothes. Ass out. You know what I'm saying? And even the ones that are giving things as far as charities and all that other stuff or whatever, the charities are based off of what? Money. Because the money buys the food, that provides the housing, that provides this, provides that. It's money, money, money. So that's that.
The closing out thing that I was going to say is when it comes to somebody like her, I look at her as I did before Donald Trump got elected. I said to people, and you have to hear me through on this, I said to people that he is going to be the best president you've ever seen in your life. People go, ew, I hate that dude. I hate that dude too. I can't stand him. I don't like nothing about him. But the reason why I said that is because he was going to give everybody license to open their mouth in ways that they wouldn't have. All the people that are the hidden racists, all the people that are whatever that you thought were your friends, once he got out there,
that's what I said.
Exactly. That's what it was. I didn't think that dude was going to be a great president. I thought he was going to give people license to say what they really felt.
That is to
me
fact.
With her father, the way he's raised her, the way he's given her license to talk like that, because she doesn't really have a consequence. The average person has a certain consequence, a certain shame. So they're going to say, money can't buy happiness, money can't buy this, money can't buy, but they're going to on the low act just like she is on a lower plane, on the plane that they can actually make it happen on like that. But everybody
and the funny thing is that shit is happening because when you look at and I'm not going political or nothing, but I'm just saying when you look at a lot of people that support Trump, they don't have any more than the next person, and they are acting like they are way above.
There you go.
Understand? And that's crazy. Yeah, damn. Yep. I ran a bitch over though. I'm sorry. I just threw her out the car and just ran her over. That's what I would have done though. But he ain't gonna talk shit to me or whatever. But anyway, yeah. Sorry.
Well,